Afternoon action coming up from South Florida. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. It's been a long time in coming, but it's worth the wait as they're playing ball at the brand new Marlins Park in Miami, the site for this afternoon edition of Major League Baseball. Today, Game 3 of this 4-game series, as it'll be the Arizona Diamondbacks taking on the newly named Miami Marlins. And hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian here, Mike's side, joined as always by my colleagues Dave Campbell and Eric Karros. We'll hear plenty from them moving forward. But first, let's get right to our starting lineup. It's presented by State Farm. Get to a better state, State Farm. And they'll have a tough matchup indeed as they'll settle in against the owner of both a no-hitter and a perfect game, the veteran left-hander Mark Buehrle. And in the field, the Marlins will align themselves like this. Gerardo Parra will head for the box as we are just about ready to get things going today. And now he'll try to bunt his way on to start the game. On the barehanded attempt, gets by him here, and that ought to go as a bunt single.
And I would think you'd have to be at least a little prepared for this, but he winds up catching him flat-footed anyway. Gets on base with a bunt single to start the afternoon.
Ryan Roberts will dig in for the first time here, looking to change his fortunes a bit as he's seen that average dip these last 4 or so games.
Go Miami!
Look from Buehrle, now the pitch. And this ball's hit sharply toward the first base coaching box. It's a foul ball. Missed low and inside with it, 1-1. On the ground to second base, this could be 2. To second for 1. On to Sanchez, it's a double play.
Boy, and this is a dream for both the pitcher and second baseman. A nice, easy two-hopper that's turned into the standard issue 4-6-3. They do not come a lot easier than that.
Justin Upton will stand in now. Certainly a dangerous hitter as he ranks number 2 in the National League in home runs. And this is hit hard on the ground toward short. Right there is Reyes. Throw in time, and the side is retired. A good start to the top of the first for Mark Buehrle. Now the Marlins will see what they can do. No score. Starting lineup for the Marlins looks like this. Again, courtesy of State Farm. They'll match up against one of the most promising young starters in the game today, right-hander Daniel Hudson. And behind him, here's a look at the defensive alignment for Arizona. Right back to work as the shortstop, Jose Reyes, digs in to lead off the bottom of inning number 1. First pitch here is a slider, but that's taken up and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Here's a fastball low, and he's behind 2-0.
And that release point I mentioned a minute ago still hasn't really shown up yet. I tell you, though, you do not want to give these guys too many 2-0 or 3-1 counts.
Now the 2-0. Now a swing and a ground ball for the shortstop, McDonald. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, one away.
There are the numbers from his last start as he worked fairly deep into the ball game but wound up with a no decision. He'd like to do a little better here this afternoon.
Chris Coughlin will get his first opportunity now. In there for strike 1, 0-1.
And for the most part, he's been held in check in the series so far, just 2 for 9.
Here's the 0-1 from Hudson. Out of play off to the right. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. And a great diving effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit.
And when you're facing a pitcher like this, a first inning run could be huge, so they'll look to do all they can to get this guy around.
Hanley Ramirez will stride in now as he'll enter play as the second leading hitter in the entire National League. Fastball in there for a called strike. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
Really not much of a lead over there at first. He hasn't shown any indication that he might be running.
One on the way. And this is on the ground for Hill. This could be 2. McDonald for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Nothing in the Miami first. We played an inning in South Florida. No score on the show. Chris Young will stand in as he'll enter play 4th in the National League batting race. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Burley ready now with the 1-0. And that's right there, and we're even at 1.
Didn't want any part of that cutter.
Swinging a high pop-up straight back, though it looks as though he'll have room back there. Near the stands, and he brings this one back in. He took that right out of the first row. Wow!
Well, even in his own ballpark, those fans down there can get awfully obstructive when it comes to foul balls. But he's able to lean in and take that one out of the first row.
Miguel Montero will stand in, and you can see that early season average up into the high 300s now. And he takes ball one. No score here as we play inning number 2. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Boy, and that's about as bad as you can fool a guy. It's 1-2.
Yeah, you could just see that swing break down a little bit. You could tell he was not expecting a changeup.
Now a swing and a hard hit ball back through the box. And that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
Yeah, this is always a bit of a conundrum for a pitcher. Do you try to stick a foot out or a hand to knock the ball down? You risk the deflection or even worse, an injury. Here he can't knock this one down and it hops right over second base and on into center field.
Paul Goldschmidt will stand in, and he's been a tough out these past couple of weeks as you see the average there over the course of the last 9 ball games.
Get to!
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
He's got to work on trying to line that curveball right back where it came from.
Now a swing and a miss on a pitch well out of the strike zone as he becomes the second out.
And they know he's in protect mode up there with 2 strikes. Let's see where this thing winds up. Yeah, nowhere near the strike zone, so that's a good job of making a guy go out and chase something.
So a runner at first with 2 away, and set to go the second baseman, Aaron Hill. Swing and a ground ball towards the hole. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly.
Well, I thought for a second he was going to be able to make a play on that ball, but he'll just eat it, and that'll go as an infield single.
John McDonald will stand in, and you see the slow start by the numbers as he's struggling to crack 200 on this new season. First pitch on its way from Burley. A fastball from Burley, strike 1.
And this is certainly a key at bat here in the early going.
He dials down on that one, but the result's the same. It's a called strike as he's in the hole now, 0-2.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
Pitch in the dirt is swung on and missed, so he'll need to get the force at first. And the throw is in time. It's a strikeout, and the play at first goes 2-3 for good measure as the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2, and we are tied 0-0. Logan Morrison will stride in now. 2 hits for him, including a home run in last night's contest. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Here's the pitch. Swing and a ball lined hard towards short. But right there to glove it is the shortstop for the first out.
And here you see it off the bat, and he's sure he's got a base hit, but then, rats.
Mike Stanton will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game. Now a bullet foul as the third base coach had to give it the old Olay that time. Well, he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
He's found a pretty nice rhythm out here early on.
Bottom of the second here with no score. Has to fight to stay alive as this is fouled off to the right. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
Well, he's flirting with disaster there, but he's going to live to tell about it. It's not often you get a belt-high fastball past this guy with 2 strikes, but he managed to do it.
Gabby Sanchez will step in now. And this one will be foul back in among the fans. And that's a strike as well. 0-2, and the economy of pitches has been one of his strong suits so far.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. That's just the 8th pitch of the inning. He could get out of here with single digits for the 2nd straight frame.
And this is hit well towards the hole. And Sanchez is aboard a base hit.
This is a very good approach here with 2 strikes. It's a smart approach. You know, he's not trying to come out of his shoes here. He just makes a good 2-strike adjustment and delivers a nice solid base hit. That's how you do it.
Omar Infante will take his first cut to the ball game here. Here's the first offering. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Two out with the man at first. out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground is short. And an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. We played 2 full, and we are tied 0-0. Daniel Hudson will stand in, and he, of course, is no slouch up there as he, in fact, took home the Silver Slugger Award for National League pitchers a season ago. And the 3rd inning begins with a changeup that misses. It's a ball and no strikes.
And he's still looking for his first hit of the year, so hitting does not seem to be his strong suit.
Up top, it's 2-0.
And let's see if he makes him throw a strike here.
Here's the 2-0 pitch. And unable to find the zone here to begin the 3rd. It's 3-0.
This is a terrible time to lose your command. That's the pitcher up there.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
Yeah, walking the leadoff guy, that's a no-no. Walking the pitcher and he's the leadoff guy, that is a cardinal sin.
Gerardo Parra will be the batter. Breaking ball for a strike, 0-1. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. And this is on the ground to first, could be 2. And Sanchez can't corral it. But he's able to stay with it nicely and get his man for the first out.
And as you look at this again, this would have been 2 if it weren't for the bobble. But as it is, they were lucky to at least get the force at second on the play.
Ryan Roberts will be the batter. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Look from Burley, now the pitch. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. In the dirt, but good work back there by Buck to hold on. And this is fouled back and out of play.
Ball.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And the one thing this guy will do, he won't give away at-bats. He may not be the most talented guy on the field, but he'll grind you up there.
3rd inning, no score to this point.
Turn the deuce.
The 2-2 coming. And he goes after a fastball, but pops it up back behind second base. And this is taken in by Reyes for out number 2.
Well, sometimes when you miss with your location, it actually works to your benefit. I mean, this pitch is further up than I think he wants it, but hey, it works out for him.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone, and stepping in is the right fielder, Justin Upton. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1.
Open your eyes, huh? What are you looking at? What game you looking at, huh?
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Now on 2-0, we've got a fastball count, and we've got a good fastball hitter. That might spell some trouble if he indeed gets one out over the plate.
Now a cut fastball finds the target, 2-1.
Boy, and a good frame job on that cutter.
Now the 2-1 pitch. 2-2 now. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. 1 left for Arizona. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. John Buck will stand in, coming off a 2-home-run game a night ago. Eight, 9, and 1 to start the inning as the first pitch misses for ball 1. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw to first by Hill, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Mark Burley will stand in for the first time here. Swung on and missed for the first strike. Here's the 0-1 from Hudson. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And a slider misses here. 2 balls and a strike. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. And this misses, and Hudson goes to a full count now. It's 3-2.
Boy, and that's the pitcher up there. You've got to throw strikes here.
And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Now a swing and a sinking line drive out to right center. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
Well, it might be about time to move this guy up in the lineup. Not often that your pitcher can come through at the plate and have the kind of season he's having. He's been on fire.
So a runner at first with one man gone, and stepping in is the shortstop, Jose Reyes. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Here's a swing and a ground ball. But that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. From the belt, kicks and deals. And now a pitch that ties him up as he has to fight to stay alive as this is pushed foul. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Now a swing, and this is popped straight up, and this could be a tough play. Montero looks up and reins it in for route number 2.
And he has not been able to get on track here in this series. This is another subpar at bat for him as he winds up popping it up.
Chris Coughlin will stand in. A base hit his first time around. Now the first pitch. And he lays off here, but it's a cold strike 1. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. Up high, 2-1 now. And he's fallen behind now, 3-1.
All right, Marlins.
And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
You know he wanted that one. Now the inning will continue, and a guy moves up into scoring position here.
Hanley Ramirez will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one. Check back by Hudson. Now the pitch. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1.
And after the 2-out walk, now is where you really need to make these guys pay.
Let's put a few on the board, guys.
2-0 now.
And they'd love a 2-out double, but a 2-out walk wouldn't be the worst thing in the world either.
Two down, runners at first and second. And he watches this one in there for a high strike.
Just trying to find something that works here.
And just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Full count now, 3-2.
And you cannot afford to walk them here, so let's see if they stay with the hard stuff on 3-2.
Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. Marlins strand a pair. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Chris Young will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th. Now here's the first pitch. And a called strike on the corner. He didn't like that call. I don't blame him. Here's a swing and a ball lifted out to straightaway central now for Coughlin. And he puts it away for the first out.
And as we showed in the open, he's out there putting his perfect record on the line. And so far, these guys haven't shown many signs that they're ready to put a 1 in that loss column.
Miguel Montero will dig in. He singled his first time around. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
That was a strike.
In there, 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats.
That's foul.
And this ball will be chopped foul. Now another pitch is hit foul and headed for the seats, so the count will stay put at 1-2. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Now a curveball stays inside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now the 2-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
Well, it's only April, but he's looking like he's in mid-season form out there right now. His location has been spot on so far.
Paul Goldschmidt will stride in again. He struck out swinging his first time. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. Line hard to the left side, but foul. No runs, 3 hits, no errors so far for the Diamondbacks. Oh, it wanted that one, but it misses for ball 3. swing and a misses. He was way early on that one. 3-2. Fouled back. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
And this is something they want more out of him this year. They want him to be able to work the count a little better instead of just swinging at everything that comes in. And that's well done there.
Aaron Hill will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk. And this is fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. He's set, now the pitch. And this is fouled into the seats over from first. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
And that's a good spot for that fastball on 0-2. I mean, that couldn't have been an easy take.
And this will find the seats behind the first base dugout. He'll try again, 1-2. Now a swing and a ground ball, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. A runner on first with 2 away. Swing and a high chopper. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. We'll see Logan Morrison start things off when we come back. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Full slate of games on a Sunday afternoon as we give you a look at the National League scoreboard presented by the National Baseball Hall of Fame. And there is Logan Morrison. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. On the corner, 1-2.
Play 12. 1-2's the count.
Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2. And he lays off a pitch off the plate and high, 3-2. Just did get a piece of that one, so he stays alive here. Boy, really making him work now as the 7th pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Payoff pitch one more time. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
And with you-know-who waiting in the on-deck circle, this was the wrong time to put someone on base in front of him.
Mike Stanton will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time. Oh, it's hit to third. 5, 4, 3, and they turn the double play.
Well, so much for the leadoff walk as he comes right back to get the ground ball he needed for the double play.
Gabby Sanchez will stand in. A base hit his first time around. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1. And he takes a cold strike 1.
1-1.
The 1-1 now from Hudson. And now a fastball is roasted into left field. That's a base hit.
Well, 2-out single right there, and that constitutes a rally the way this one's gone. Let's see if they can do anything with it.
Omar Infante will stand in. He reached on a fielder's choice his first time. Hit high but foul as that'll get in amongst the fans. He's set, now the pitch. Swing and a liner towards second. But right there is the second baseman, and that will retire the side. Marlins leave 1 through 4. Still tied, 0-0. John McDonald will make his way towards the box to lead off the 5th. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
And the numbers with this guy will tell you, he's not really a strikeout pitcher per se, but he will make you put it in play. And he gets another ground ball out with a good pitch right there.
Daniel Hudson will dig in. Drew a walk his first time around. High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball one.
And that definitely is a tempting pitch to go after. Good instincts to lay off.
Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0.
Yeah, I remember he walked him the first time. Now he's behind 2-0 to him here.
And that's in there, 2-1. The 2-1 pitch is a fastball off the plate away, and it's 3-1 now.
And they already lost this guy the first time around. Don't walk him again here.
Now a check swing, but he holds up too late, and it's full now at 3-2. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the fifth.
Yeah, he's able to set down his opposite number there, and I'll tell you, these two guys have pretty much matched each other pitch for pitch so far.
Gerardo Parra will dig in now. 1 for 2 to this point. First pitch on its way from Burley. And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball. Left it up in the zone, but it's a strike, 1-1.
And the way these two guys are pitching, the first team to score may wind up winning this thing.
Now here's a swing and a ball hit well out there toward right center. And he's able to get there on the long run, and he covered a lot of ground there as the side is retired. Nice work there by the lefty Mark Burley. It remains 0-0. John Buck will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the fifth. First pitch on the way. And that misses low and away, ball one. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time. And good contact there as this is hit high and deep to right center. And he will make the nice running catch out there as he had to travel a long distance to rein that one in.
Well, it's going to take some time to figure out whether or not this new ballpark favors the hitters or the pitchers. But for this game at least, the pitchers have had the upper hand so far.
Mark Burley will dig in. He singled his first time around. Grounded, foul.
Foul ball.
And he takes a cold strike up and out over the plate, 0-2. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
And both starters are really feeling it now. Sometimes you get a sense that they're competing directly with one another. And this has turned into a showcase of whatever you can do, I can do better.
Jose Reyes will get his third shot at it here. He's bounced out and popped out in his previous 2 trips. Swing, and he pulls the fastball that time high in the air toward fairly deep right center. Young will get under it, though, and he puts it away to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. 6th inning coming up, still zip, zip. Ryan Roberts will get things started here in the top of inning number 6. First pitch coming. Right back to it now is Burley as he gets ahead of the leadoff man. No balls and a strike.
And now as a pitcher, you just got to go out there and do what you can. Then wait for your ball club to get you some runs.
And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. Fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
When you take a look there at the line from our starter, I mean, basically, he's allowed 3 singles so far, and that's it. They haven't been able to mount any real opposition against him so far.
Justin Upton will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips. Now the first pitch. And a fairly generous strike call there on a pitch that looked off the plate. It's strike 1.
Well, he's hitless so far as he looks to push his hitting streak to 7 games.
No runs, 3 hits. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. Now here it comes. Swing and a hard hit ball towards the hole. And that is going to sneak on through into right. It's a 1-out single. And he continues to hit the ball well as that'll push his hitting streak up to 7 games now. Chris Young will dig in again. He popped up in his first plate appearance and flew out last time around. And that's by him. It's 0-1. Oh, and that is right down the middle for strike 2.
That was a dangerous spot there for a good fastball hitter. Good thing he was taking.
Here's one hit towards the hole. Look at the stop. And the throw will get him at first as he threw that one while sitting on his wallet, and there are 2 away.
They don't come much better than this. Watch how he lays out, then gathers himself and makes a great throw for the out.
Miguel Montero will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. In there, 0-1. Upton with his lead, now the pitch. That's over, but low, it's a ball and a strike. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. And he looks at one in there, 1-2.
Let's see if they try to make him go outside the strike zone here.
Fouled straight back. Now a swing and a hard hit ball to short. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Make it 6 shutout innings as he continues to give them fits out there. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the 6th, and we still have no score. Chris Coughlin will stand in to lead things off as the Marlins look to get things started here in their half of the 6th. First pitch coming. In there, and it's 0-1.
No ball. 1 strike.
And here's a fastball called for strike 2. Ball hit pretty well out toward left center. Hara arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out.
And there you get a look at his pitches by inning so far. And the one that really sticks out like a sore thumb was that 3rd inning. Seemed like that inning really took a lot out of him.
Hanley Ramirez will stand in, 0 for 2 thus far. And he lays off there, 1-0. Up around the letters with that one for ball 2. One out, nobody on. A strike, and it's 2-1.
Boy, almost an identical pitch as the last one, but this time he gets the call.
Swing and a miss, 2-2 now. And this misses, and Hudson goes to a full count now. It's 3-2.
94 on the outer edge. You can't help but take that.
Sliced down the line at first, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. The 3-2 one more time. Boy, really making him work now as the 7th pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, and this is going to be a foul ball. Making him work out there, the 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And the pitch. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. And this is going to be a foul ball in amongst the spectators. Ball 4.
Yeah, his 3rd walk here so far. Neither of the previous 2 came back to haunt him, so we'll have to see if that form holds.
Logan Morrison will stand in. Base on balls his last time. Down on the shins and missed with it. Ball 1.
And he might take another pitch or 2 here. Give that guy on first a chance to steal his way into scoring position.
The next pitch. And that's in there for his strike 1-1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Ready with the 2-1. In the air, down the left field line and deep. Hara has to range back, but he'll make the catch near the line, and there are 2 men gone.
And into his 6th inning of work now. Let's take a look at the breakdown for him so far.
Mike Stanton will stand in looking to turn things around. He struck out and bounced into a double play so far. Not such a hot start. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But a foul ball, 1-1. 2 out with the man at first. Now a ball hit pretty well to left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now on 2-2, where are you going here?
Well, I for sure don't let him get extended, so I'm working him tight with the hard stuff.
Sets the 2-2 pitch. Now Stanton swings and sends a ground ball to short. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. We're through 6 full, and we still have no score. Paul Goldschmidt will stand in here to start the 7th in a game that's been sailing along to this point. Watches a fastball right there for strike one. And now a pitch on the way. And low, it's a ball and a strike. Marlins have some action in the bullpen now as a right-hander is up and throwing. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground towards short. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. A bright, sunshiny day here at the ballpark. Just a Chamber of Commerce afternoon. Matt Vasgersian, Dave Campbell, Eric Karros here with you till the end. Aaron Hill will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. And he gets ahead 0-1.
Boy, and you start to get that feeling that one run might be all it takes to win this game.
And a ball outside apparently. 1-1. Burley showing why he's an all-star starter. 6 1/3 scoreless thus far. And that misses. 2-1. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
Up in the count here, he can look in a specific zone and try to drive something.
And he may have reached for ball 4 there as this is sent on the ground to third. On to first, and Hill is a ground out victim. 2 away now. John McDonald will dig in now, hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And that misses, ball 1. That one's a called strike. Back even at 1.
And maybe you work around this guy because with the shutout going, the pitcher on deck almost certainly will be hitting.
Now a late square, and this is popped up. Buck is there, and he'll bring this one in. Add another 0 as it's up to 7 shutout innings so far. Time to get up and stretch here in Miami, and we still have no score. And as we move forward here this afternoon, let's take a quick look at our American League scoreboard now, again brought to us by the National Baseball Hall of Fame. Gabby Sanchez will step in now to lead off the home half of the 7th. Action now in the Arizona bullpen as they have a right-hander up and throwing.
Let's do it, guys. Come on. Let's do it.
And here's one that misses to the leadoff man in the inning. The number 6 hitter in the lineup. It's ball 1. And now another pitch taken by Sanchez as he's got it to 2-0 now.
Yeah, he seems to be pitching him a little cautiously here. Maybe it's because he's 2 for 2 against him so far, but I think this is a guy you still need to come right after.
Fooled him a bit as this is hit high in the air towards right center and shallow. And Hill's going to look this one in for out number 1.
Yeah, and it's not like he's been overwhelming guys out there, but one ball's off the end of the bat, the next one's off the handle. He's done a really nice job today.
Omar Infante will dig in. He lined out hard in his last time around. And this pitch is right down the middle, strike 1. Pitch is swung on and grounded to Hill at second. Throw on to first, and no problems here for Hudson. That's the second out. John Buck will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Next pitch will be number 100 for him now through 6 2/3. 2 out, nobody on. Right back to the outside part of the plate, but that misses as well. It's 2-1. Swinging a high chopper. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. So he keeps rolling right along. Make it 7 shutout innings now. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now, and we still have no score. Willie Bloomquist will grab a bat now as he'll pinch hit for Hudson here. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Swing hard liner to left center. And this is going to get down for what should be extra bases. And there's your potential go-ahead run. And your go-ahead run is in at second base here with a leadoff double.
Well, a lot of times as a pinch hitter, you'd like to take a pitch or two just to get the feel for things. But he's a first pitch swinger there, and he comes through.
And here comes Ozzie out to home plate now as it looks as though he'll make the double switch here. Juan Oviedo will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Brett Hayes is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. Gerardo Parra will dig in, needing to find a way to get that go-ahead run in from second base. First pitch to him. And a strike called at the knees, 0-1.
Yeah, and I thought they might have him bunting to get that go-ahead run to third, but no dice at least on that first pitch.
And the runner's breaking for third. Pitch is high. The throw not in time as he just does get in there ahead of the throw.
Well, sometimes if you're going to go out and try to win the game, you need to take some chances, and sending the guy from second was certainly a big chance. But it works out for him, so now they can take the lead here with something as simple as a fly ball.
1-1 pitch on the way. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner, but this will be foul. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And you can bet there's at least one interested party in that dugout. You've got a starter waiting to see if he's going to be on the hook for the loss or not.
Swinging a ball popped high in the air and heading for foul territory behind first. Near the stands, and he brings this one back in. He took that right out of the first row. Wow!
Boy, this is a tough play. He's got to judge where that wall is and then follow the ball all the way into the first row and bring it back. And that forces the runner to hold right where he is.
Ryan Roberts will have a chance here in a crucial spot with the go-ahead run just 90 feet away.
Let's kill the inning right here, okay?
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1.
Well, if he needed to pick a time to come up with his first hit of the series, this would be as good as any.
Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 1 away. Swing and a fly ball. This ought to at least get the go-ahead run in. He'll make the catch, but it ought to be academic now. And he comes through here with the sacrifice fly as they have taken the lead here in the late innings.
Well, he went up there knowing all he needed to do was hit one deep enough to get that go-ahead run in, and that's exactly what he gave him. That's all about not trying to do too much up there.
Justin Upton will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
Here we go, guys. Come on.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A late swing here as this is hit hard to the right side. And Gabby will take this one himself, and the inning is over. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Arizona's on top, 1-0. Home half of the 8th coming up. But first it's time to rewind and see how the Diamondbacks got themselves to a better state. And this is it, as he gets his guys to a better state indeed. You can too. Get to a better state. State Farm. Brad Ziegler is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th. Brett Hayes will lead things off here in the bottom half of inning number 8. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Here it comes. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. 1-1 pitch and a good sinker there, but he can't find the zone. 2-1. And this pitch is taken outside, I suppose. 3-1.
I need to see that again because I agree. It looked like he flat missed that call behind the plate.
Is a fastball, and he can't connect. 3-2.
Boy, he was set up for a 3-1 fastball and got one right down the middle but couldn't connect. Don't know what else you could have wanted.
Now a ball lined to the left side, but this will be a foul ball. And the payoff pitch is chopped foul at home plate, so we'll do it again. Still 3-2. And he could only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. Very tight ball game so far. 1-0 the score as we take a look at our starter comparison, and both guys have given excellent performances to this point. Jose Reyes will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far. And he'll try and catch him by surprise here as he drops this one down. And a nice play there by Montero as he gets him at first to snuff out the bunt.
It's been a low-scoring game to this point, so maybe not a bad idea to try to get themselves a base runner, but it just didn't pan out.
Chris Coughlin will stand in. He's 1 for 2 so far. First pitch here misses wide. 1-0. And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1. Right there at the belt. 1-2 now.
Still hasn't shown him the sinker yet in this at bat. You wonder if maybe that's coming on 1-2.
Tough fastball to lay off on 1-2, but he did, and it's 2-2 now. Two out, nobody on. 2-2 pitch on the way. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. 9th inning coming up. D-backs lead it 1-0. Chris Young will get us started as they look for a little insurance here in the top of the 9th. And a little tapper up the line, but this will wind up a foul ball. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1.
And I'm sure he's saying now is not the time for that strike zone to start shrinking.
fouled back. Good pitch there on 1-2 as this is pulled down to third. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway. If you're wondering who's due up in the bottom of the ninth, there you go. The heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5 in what is currently a one-run ball game. Miguel Montero will stride in, grounded out his last time through. And here's the first pitch. He tried to hold back on that pitch outside, but went around for strike one. Fouled back. Now here's the ball hit sharply toward the right side, and that's in there, base hit.
One-out single here in the ninth. I'll tell you, when you're holding on for dear life on the road, you'd like nothing more than to be able to take a 2-run lead into the bottom half.
Paul Goldschmidt will step in now, 0 for 2 to this point. Now a swing as he hits this one into the air, but this will be foul off to the right, out of play. Runners on first with one down. And this is high, a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch, and he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Swinging a fly ball right down the line in left. Under it is Morrison now, and there are 2 away. Aaron Hill will step in, a ground-out victim his last time.
Come on, guys, let's go!
In there, no balls and a strike.
Come on now, let's go.
And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2. Struck him out, so it remains a 1-run lead as they head in for their final set of swings. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. Nothing for the Diamondbacks in their half of the ninth. Last chance coming up now for Miami. They trail here 1-0. There's Arizona manager Kirk Gibson on his way to home plate, lineup card in hand, so one would assume we're going to see a double switch here. Coming on to try and close this one out is the right-hander J.J. Putz.
Number 40, J.J. Putz. Now playing second base and batting in the ninth.
Hanley Ramirez will stand in 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. a ball, 1-0. Action now in the Arizona bullpen as they have a right-hander up and throwing. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. Swing and a shot toward right center. And it's a base hit. And just like that, the potential tying run is aboard here to start the home half of the ninth.
You knew they weren't going to go quietly. The possible tying runs on base here to start the ninth, so just as we suspected, this one's going to be a nail-biter down to the final pitch.
Logan Morrison will work now on getting that tying run home from second.
Let's send this guy to the shower.
Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1.
A lot of pressure on the defense now, too. You've got to make sure you can at least knock something down in the infield.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Hit the target, but this is low, 2-1. No one out with a runner at second. In there, 2-2.
And a big pitch coming here.
Here's the 2-2 offering. Now a hard hit ball back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. The throw home. And he is out at the plate. And that is a move to question when you're down by 1 with nobody out, as that is a costly first out. Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. Mike Stanton will step in with the tying run on first, so he's got to concentrate and work on getting on base here. First pitch coming. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. Putz trying to shut the door here and make a winner out of Daniel Hudson. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball, 1-1. In there at the letters, 1-2 now.
Boy, and they've just had his number all afternoon.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there, 2 away.
And that is a big time to come up with a strikeout in a tight game like this. You still got that tying run over there at first, but with 2 away now, you don't necessarily need a ground ball to get you out of this.
Gabby Sanchez will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
And even with 2 outs in the ninth, don't forget about that guy at first. He can hurt you if he takes second.
Now the 1-0 pitch. Runner goes for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
Well, the call for the pinch runner pays off big dividends here, and he uses that speed to get into second base as the possible tying run.
Oh, and a swing and a miss on that one, and the Marlins find themselves down to their final strike now. And this is fouled straight back. Here he comes again, 1-2. Struck him out, so he'll strand the possible tying run at second, and a great job of working out of trouble as this ball game is over.
That's a great job of pitching right there. With a game on the line, he comes right after him and gets the strikeout for the victory.
And guys, one of the big keys to the Diamondbacks' victory in this one was the start turned in by this man, Daniel Hudson. Can't ask for much more. He's our top player of the game.
Matt, that was 7 strong innings for him, and it's always good when you can get your starter to take you deep into the ball game, and he got the bullpen to finish things out for him.
So that'll bring us to our conclusion here this afternoon. For Dave Campbell, Eric Harros, and our entire crew, this is Matt Vasgersian saying so long and thanks for joining us here today. As always, this has been a presentation of MLB 12 The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com. The Diamondbacks are victorious here, 1-0. Highlights of our game are coming up next as the